Baby, I like you that way. Baby, I like you that way. Baby, I like you that way. Baby, I like you.
Well, hello, and thank you so much for joining me here today on my channel. It's lovely to have you here. If you are new and you don't already know me, my name is Ange, aka 50 Cents UK, and to all my returning viewers, subscribers, sending you so much love, happiness, light, peace, warmth, all those good things, good vibes, sending it to all of you. Now, guys, I just want to say, okay, don't take the title of this video literally, as in really literally, because some of these perfumes that I'm going to talk about, you will have heard somebody talk about them. So I'm not saying that nobody on God's green earth has ever talked about these, but these are ones to me that I see very few people talk about, or like they don't get a lot of hype on YouTube, or they're not the popular usual suspects that you see that everybody talks about. So yeah, I just wanted to clarify that in case I get someone go, oh well, I heard so and so talk about that one. Yeah, people probably have spoken about these, but it's more of a rare thing than, you know, some of the popular ones. But anyway, I thought it would be quite nice to do this because I do have some perfumes in my collection that I think don't get like the recognition that they deserve, or they're not as popular with people as they probably are with me. So yeah, that's where we are. If that sounds like something you are interested in, then grab a snack, get a drink, it's a hot day, whatever you want. And guys, can you tell that I'm tanned? Like, I've literally been killing it, sitting outside in the garden, taking the rays in, and I've actually got brown. Like, I'm actually loving it. It does fade really quickly on me though, I have to say, but I do catch the sun very quickly. So yeah, anyway, enough of the waffling, let's get into. So I'm not going to spend too long on every perfume because I've got 10 to go through, so I don't want you to be sitting here like all day thinking, do you know what, I've got other stuff to do, as we always do have. But anyway, the first perfume that I want to share with you is this one, and it is Montblanc's Orchid powder. Look at the bottle. The bottle's really cute. You either love or hate these aluminium bottles, and it's always hard to tell how much is in these. That's the one thing I don't like about it, but I do like the bottles. Let me spray this one. If you don't mind a synthetic-y type perfume, so you're not looking for something supernatural, you will like this. This is a sweet, when I say sweet, I mean sweet yellow floral with a bit of coconut in it, but it obviously has that powdery touch to it. The dry down to me is much more pleasant than the opening, although I do like the opening, but as it dries down, it does get sweet, it gets powdery, it's slightly woody. There is a bit of a woody undertone to it. I don't know what's in it, maybe a bit of vetiver or something. I think there's very limited notes listed for this one on Fragrantica. I think it's something like ylang ylang, coconut. But this thing, okay, this performs. The longevity on this is amazing, as it is on most Montblanc perfumes. This, unfortunately, is not one of the most common Montblancs. I don't hear a lot of people talk about this one. I think the only other person that I've actually seen talk about this is Adriana DC. I will link her channel down below. Go check out Adriana if you haven't already. She's got an amazing collection and she's a cool gal as well. But yeah, I've heard her talk about this one and she really likes it too. But this does, as I say, have like a syntheticness to it, so it's a little bit plasticky, but if you don't mind that, like, it's not every day we want to smell the most natural. Sometimes we just want to smell sweet, floral, powdery, girly, a bit flirty. That's what this one is. And to me, this is a daytime scent, but it can kind of transition to night as well. I wear this anytime I feel like it. It's quite a comforting scent because the powderiness is very what's that word? Enveloping. That's it. I was going to say enveloping. No, enveloping. So it smells like a big hug. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that is Orchid Powder by Montblanc. Right, so the next one is one that to me is so underrated, right? It is like hardly, in fact, I don't think I've seen anybody talk about this. I'm sure somebody has, but I've not seen it. And it is this one. It is Michael Kors White Luminous Gold. To me, this is the best Michael Kors perfume. Like, this smells so good, okay? And this is strong. This is a powerhouse perfume. This is a fruity floral perfume. It's not overly fruity though. It has pear in the top, it has jasmine, and it has amber. I'm sure there's more to it because there is a little bit of a spiciness to it. Like, it smells kind of like, I don't know if it's nutmeg or something like that is in this as well. But and it also smells a little bit musky and a little bit powdery, so I don't know if there is musk in it. There's a slight sweetness here which maybe comes from vanilla, I don't know. But this is a sophisticated perfume. This says boss lady to me. This is grown up, although I'm not saying mature in the sense of being old womanish, but it does smell grown up. It's not a playful scent. This is more of a serious kind of, I mean business scent. It's that kind of perfume, but it smells delightful. As I said, this is so underrated to me, and it's such a good scent. Again, it's versatile. It is strong. I would more so save this one probably for the evening stroke night. However, I have worn this during the day. I've been known to, and it's a compliment getter. It really is a compliment getter. If you haven't smelt this one, I suggest you try it because you might be surprised. It is a really good one. Okay, so the next one comes from my beloved La Belle line. Now, you all know, if you've watched me before, how much I love La Belle and I love Lancome, but this flanker kind of went under the radar. Like, it got released, there was no hype around it, and then it kind of came out. I don't know how widely available it was, but it came out, and then to me it kind of disappeared, and like no one really spoke about it. But it's this one. It is La Belle Le Parfum Blanche. Now, to me, this is one of the nicest flankers of La Belle. I really, really like it. This one opens up with a bit of a zestiness. I think there's some bergamot, maybe some neroli or something in this one, but it's very sweet, it's very musky. It just smells so good. Now, it is close to original La Belle, as in that you can smell the original La Belle DNA, but there's like a more of a spiciness to it. I think that comes from the pink pepper that's in there. You get quite a lot of iris in this, but to me as well, I get a lot of violet. Like, it smells very violet-y to me. This is a really good one. Again, it has a powderiness to it. It is quite a comforting scent, but it is very sweet. I think in the dry down, the sweetness really does come out in this. And you can smell patchouli, but it's not as patchouli heavy as original La Belle. So if the patchouli in the original get your teeth in, Ange, in the original La Belle was a bit too much for you or a bit too overpowering, you might like to try this one because it is a little bit more pared down in this one, but it has the same amazing longevity. It projects amazingly. It's a compliment getter. It's feminine, flirty, girly, sexy as well. I find La Belle a sexy perfume anyway, and yeah, to me it's crowd pleasing. It's not going to offend anybody, and it's a really good addition of La Belle in my opinion. So this next one comes from the house of Miller Harris, and it is called Noir de Tuberos. I think it's Noir, I don't know, because it's spelled Noix. I don't know how you pronounce that. Anyone that knows how to pronounce that, pop it down in the comments section. But if you like tuberose, this is a beautiful scent, okay? But I would say that the tuberose in this, it's way more grown up. So if you like L'Interdit, which I love L'Interdit, but to me that tuberose is a bit more sweet, and it does have that slight bubblegummy vibe, which I like. This one is a more kind of authentic, floral tuberose, if that makes sense. I know what I mean, I don't know if you do, but it's got a buttery kind of smooth velvety tuberose in it. It's very strong. This is very ambery, and it has bourbon vanilla in the base, and I can really smell that. So there are some other floral notes in this. I think there's mimosa in this, but to me all I get is that really strong velvety buttery tuberose coupled with amber and vanilla, and it smells amazing. Again, this to me is a grown people's scent. Now notice I said people's, because to me this is quite unisex. I think anyone can rock this. It's a gorgeous scent. It lasts ages on the skin, and it's one that I don't hear a lot of people talk about. Again, I know there's someone that's talked about it somewhere along the line, but it's not one that you hear in a lot of people's lists. But if you do like tuberose, if you do like white florals in general, I definitely think this is one that you could rock with and you should try out. So this next one is an affordable celebrity scent. Yes, it is. But although people do talk about this one, it's not as popular as its sister. And it's this one, and it is Rebelle by Rihanna. Most people prefer Rebel Fleur. Don't get me wrong, I love Rebel Fleur, but to me this one is next level. This is more my cup of tea, okay, because this has cacao in it. I love anything with cacao. This smells so addictive, okay. It's sweet, there's a juicy fruitiness in it. This has some coffee in it. As I said, this has like an addictive sort of element to it. There's strawberry and there's plum in it, and there's ginger in it, which gives it a little bit of a kick. This is a very warm perfume to me. It has a muskiness to it. It's quite a heavy scent. It's a sexy scent. This is definitely one that I probably wouldn't gravitate towards too much in the daytime. This is one that I kind of feel like I need to be dressed up to wear and to really enjoy. Like obviously the bottle, it's got red. I would wear this when I'm wearing a red dress, red lipstick, hair kind of pulled back tight, like looking like a Spanish señorita, that kind of vibe. Nice pair of red heels. That is what this kind of perfume makes me kind of feel like. And yeah, it is warm. It's warm, it's quite deep. If you like cacao, if you like coffee, if you like those kind of notes, you will like this. But if you like it sweet, because it does have a sweetness to it. But as you know, I love sweet perfumes. In terms of longevity, this one is not going to last like all day long, but it's an affordable celebrity perfume, so you know, you get what you pay for basically. But as far as celebrity perfumes go, this is one of the best. Like, I like Rihanna's perfumes, I think they're good. I haven't tried her Fenty one yet. That is one I do want to try, although I've seen the mixed reviews on that. But anyway, for now I shall be continuing to rock my Rebelle. Next up, I want to talk to you about this beauty, and it is Olympia Legend. Now, in my opinion, this is the least talked about Olympia version, and it's so beautiful. Like, I don't know why more people don't talk about this. I think Gabby likes this. Gabby the Fragrantician. Again, I will link her channel down below. Check out Gabby. We don't always agree on perfumes, but who cares? Like, everyone can't agree on everything, but there are certain perfumes that Gabby and I do agree on, and this is one of them. This is a very salty, ambery perfume, but it's fruity, okay? So if you like original Olympia, which I don't, I have to say, I cannot abide the original Olympia. I like Olympia Intense, and I love this one, but I cannot stand original Olympia. So if you're like me and you don't like the OG, you can still try this, because it's all about the apricot in this perfume. And who does, well, I say who doesn't like apricot in perfumes, but I mean, I'm sure there's someone who doesn't. But oh, apricot and plum, like, it just fills your nostrils with this beautiful juicy plump fruit, and it is so gorgeous, mixed with the saltiness and the amberiness of this perfume. That combination It's so unique and it smells unusual. This smells very different. It's not a run-of-the-mill fragrance, in my opinion. Like, to me, this smells like a niche perfume. It doesn't smell like a run-of-the-mill designer fragrance, but you have to like unusual smells. This is not like a bog standard designer perfume that like everybody's gonna like, because I don't think it is. I don't think everybody will like this, but if you like apricot and you like plum, if you love salty perfumes and you like amber, then you will probably like this. But to me, this is the best Olympia and I really do love it. In fact, I have backup bottles of this because I'm worried about them discontinuing it. They probably won't, but you never know. When things are not that popular, sometimes they do get discontinued. But even when things are popular, they do get discontinued. So you never know. But yeah, that is Olympia Legend. Performance is great on it. It projects, it smells amazing. And again, I do get compliments. I get asked what it is I'm wearing when I wear this one, because as I said, it's not one that unless you like it, you're not going to recognize it. It's not an easily recognizable scent. So yeah, Olympia Legend. This next one is another favorite of mine. It comes from a line that I absolutely adore, a line that has many flankers, but I don't see many people talking about this particular flanker, and it is this one, and it is Sea Rose Signature. Look at the juice, guys. It has that kind of opaque juice. If you like Original Sea, okay, picture this. Original Sea, but with like a ton of rose and a ton of vanilla. That's what I would say. That's how I would describe this one. I mean, I love Original Sea and I love a lot of the flankers, but I do like rose in my perfumes. And so while this has the DNA of the original, but it has, as I said, so much rose in it, a beautiful dry down of soft sensual vanilla, and yeah, it is just a gorgeous perfume. You can definitely get the black currant that you get from the original as well, but I would say it's not as in your face as the black currant when you first spray it like it is in the original. So whilst you do get it in the opening, when it dries down, the rose is way more predominant than the fruitiness, if that makes sense. But it's still a glorious perfume. To me, this would be a perfect wedding day scent, you know, a romantic date, even like a summer's night, something like that. It does invoke confidence to me. This makes me feel confident, beautiful, pretty, you know, all of those things that I think perfume should make you feel. And yeah, it just smells amazing. So that is Sea Rose Signature by Armani. Next up is this one, and it is Black Perfecto La Petite Robe Noire Floral. Now, I know quite a few people talk about the original Black Perfecto, but this is the floral version. This is an eau de toilette. To me, this one is slightly lighter, well, quite a bit lighter than the original Black Perfecto, but you still get that leatheriness and that kind of like licoriciness that you get from the original, but it's not as heavy. It's more kind of user friendly, if that makes sense. So if you're not used to like heavy leather and licorice, and you like kind of more of an almondy vibe, it's almost got like a cherryness to it, but not kind of like straight up cherry, but there's an almond cherry-ishness to it. Like, I'm talking rubbish right now, but I know what I mean. But it smells kind of like a Bakewell tart wearing a leather jacket. Yeah, that's how I would describe it, because it is sweet, but it is, yeah, a Bakewell tart wearing a leather jacket holding a bunch of flowers, roses. Yeah. But all in all, it just smells delicious. It's a bit different. To me, this is a bit of a bad girl scent. You know what I mean? When you want to bring the inner kind of minx out, this is one that I would reach for. It is playful, it is quite sexy, but it has an element of danger, and that is why I like it. It doesn't last as long as original Black Perfecto because it is an EDT. However, if you still want to wear that leathery perfume, but you want it sort of pared down, maybe like leather in the summer, this would be a good one. But yeah, I really do enjoy this perfume, and I think more people need to appreciate what it can do for you, you know, like, yeah, bring out that naughty side. That's what I would say. Sometimes we all want to be a bit naughty, don't we? But yeah, that is Black Perfecto Floral. Okay, so another underrated perfume, and in fact her whole range of perfumes to me is underrated, and it is this one. It is Botanical Essence number 15. It's by Liz Earle. The only other YouTubers that I really see talk about Liz Earle perfumes is Gabby, again the fragrantician, and our Chantel Tiffany. They both appreciate and love Liz Earle perfumes as well. They've talked about them, but I don't really see anyone else talking about them very much. I will link Chantel's channel down below as well. Check out the beautiful Chantel, and of course my lovely Gabby, check her out too. But yeah guys, this to me, okay, this is woody, aromatic, it's spicy, it is very, very strong, it's earthy, but like there's a herbalness to it, you know, like if you go to a spa, this is how I describe this. It's very calming, okay, it makes you feel very relaxed, but it is very strong. These perfumes are beast modes. These Liz Earles, they are beast mode perfumes. But it reminds me of walking into a spa. You know, when you go and sit by the pool and you're on those lounges and you've got like your white robe on and all of that, and you're waiting to get your massage, and they're playing that really soothing music, and there's that lovely scent that comes from kind of like all the different treatments and the massage oils and all of that. It is very kind of I'm not saying it smells like an aromatherapy oil, but it has that kind of like vibe to it. There's something very uplifting in this perfume. I think there's bergamot in it as well. But as I say, it's woody, it's spicy, it's heady. It's very, very unisex smelling in my opinion. And I think more people need to check these out because they last, like they last and last and last, and as they dry down they do change. These are not linear perfumes. I really like the whole journey you get from start to finish with these perfumes. They're not overly floral. I would say there are florals in this, I think. Yeah, I think there are, but it's not like a predominantly floral perfume. So if you're looking for something that smells like flowers, this doesn't smell like flowers. This to me smells more like herbs and spices and a bit of musk and patchouli, things like that. But it's a gorgeous scent. Check out Liz Earle. She has quite a few other scents that are nice as well and that I really do enjoy. And in fact, it was my mum that kind of like introduced me to Liz Earle, because my mum, right, she actually uses this, which I think is a travesty, as an air freshener in her bathroom. Like, I was like, Mum, seriously? Because I used her bathroom once and I saw it there and I thought, oh, let me spray this. I sprayed it and I was like, oh, that smells so good. Why on earth is she using it as an air freshener? But that's my mum. I don't know why. But so anyway, we're almost at the end of the video. So the last perfume I want to share, it's a little bit of a curveball because I thought, let me throw in a Middle Eastern perfume. Because like most people talk about like the Latafas, the what's that other one, Al Haramain, that was the one I was after, and like the Swiss Arabians. But this beauty is called Wissal Dahab. Now this smells to me so good. It has peach in it, okay, let me just say that. You know I love peach in my perfumes. This has peach in it. This smells so good. When I've worn this, I've had so many compliments, but I don't see many people talking about this one. People talk about a lot of Middle Eastern perfumes here on YouTube, but no one really talks about this one, which is a shame because I think it is highly underrated. It has quite a lot of fruits in it. I think there's apple in it. I think there's pear in it, something like that. Also along with the peach, as I mentioned. Funnily enough, there is rose in it, but there is no oud listed in this. But I swear I can smell oud in this, like literally. But it's not the sort of oud that's like offensive or heavy or barnyardy. to me, this is like a beginner's Middle Eastern perfume. So if you're not like really highly into Middle Eastern perfumes, but you want to kind of dip your toe in the paddling pool of Middle Eastern perfumes, this would be a perfect one to try, because it's not overpowering. It's strong, but it's not overpowering. It is not really oud heavy. To me, this is more of a fruity floral with a bit of patchouli in it, a bit of woodiness in it, but it's kind of light at the same time. So it's not going to be something that anyone's going to go, oh gosh, that is too much, like some Middle Eastern perfumes can be. But if you're just starting out, I think this would be a lovely way to go. It smells delightful. As I say, it's a compliment getter. It's quite feminine, although I think, you know, it could be unisex, but it does lean a bit feminine in my opinion. But, you know, wear what you want when you want, as they say. Lovely bottle. Yeah, it's plastic, but who cares? Really smells lovely. The first time I smelt this, my daughter actually brought it back for me from a holiday to Dubai. And I was like, that smells amazing. And I just wore it for like 2 weeks straight after she brought it back for me. And I got so many compliments, like so many people asked me what it is. So yeah, I would check that out. Wissal Dahab. If you fancy trying something Middle Eastern and you're not like too familiar with a lot of Middle Eastern perfumes, but you want to try them out, great place to start. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below, tell me what your most underrated perfume in your collection is, and let me know why you like it. I'd really love to know. Let's have a chit chat in the comments, and I will see you again very soon.